Kels, the other half of From Wed to Med. If you are new to our channel, please go watch our intro video. It will be linked somewhere up here where you can go check out just a glimpse of who we are and what we do. Today's video, I am going to do a what's in my bag and what I take to the library. So let's jump right into it. So what I take to the library is just a simple black Herschel backpack. I also take this to class, and in the small compartment I have my glasses case. I wear glasses at night, and I also hold my headphones here. I have two sets of headphones because I have Apple and the headphones that I use don't go to my laptop anymore. So in the small compartment I have pepper spray, very important for anyone who walks to their car alone or at night. It's very handy to have. I have an adapter, some gum, chapstick, a recorder. I don't really use this in grad school, but it was very important in undergrad. I didn't come across it until maybe like my junior, senior year, but I record lectures and then listen to them at home, and basically take notes from there. It's very helpful. If anyone has any tips on the best way to study or best way to record, let me know. Leave it down in the comment box. Or if you do use a recorder, let me know that as well. It'd be nice to, kind of share and see what other people are doing. In the larger compartment, I have the majority of my things. I have a pencil pouch. It's basically a pencil pouch. It's exactly what it says. It has my highlighter, my flash drive, pens, pencils, sticky tabs, all that great stuff that I use when I'm taking notes or when I was doing my content review. Note cards. There's not that many in here, but these I use for like topics or concepts that I just can't understand. I have a hard time applying to problems or even memorizing, so I put them on flashcards and I try to review them daily. I have my lunch. In here I have like my coffee, water, and like the little snacks that I take to the library. Sometimes I'll take, granola bars, popcorn, chips, fruit, anything to basically hold me over. Sometimes I eat it all, sometimes I don't, just depends on how long I'm there. A blank set of note cards just in case I need to write something else down. My laptop charger, my handy dandy notebook. This is like the holy grail for me for my content. I just go into detail into just about everything that is on the AAMC content list. So, well, can't be that detailed if it's only a notebook, right? But I try to get the most pertinent information to go in here. And it's categorized by like the Chem Phys is in the front, and then the Biochem is in the back, and the Psych Soc is in there as well. Here is just a little notebook that I use to like write down some strategies that I come across when I'm doing practice problems, or if there's like a pattern and like keywords that I notice in like the AAMC question packs or any AAMC material. I try to write down the strategies in here and try to go through it before I take a full length. Here is another holy grail. This is my binder. You all have probably seen this on Instagram. If you are not following us on Instagram, please do so at From Wed to Med. But this binder is just basically all of the big pathways and flow charts and just diagrams of things that I go into detail in this notebook. But here it just has the basic concepts. So I have like cellular respiration, all the physiological systems. So I have like the excretory system, the nervous system, the cardiovascular system, and all like my diagrams and stuff. So all that is there. And then I also have my amino acids, which are very important. If you ever hear someone say study your amino acids, whether you are in undergrad biochem or a non-traditional students, study your amino acids and all of their characteristics. I also have an umbrella for rainy days. Lysol, just a little travel size of Lysol. I don't use this that often. I'm a low-key germaphobe, but I only use this like when I'm going into a study room that someone had just came out of and they're either, you know, sniffling or something. You gotta stay protected. And then my laptop. So this is where most of the grunt work gets done. After I go through my binder and my notebook, I'll crack open my laptop and do some practice questions. Typically I'll do UWorld and AMC, so that has been my strategy thus far. And yeah, that is my bag. If you all have any questions, comments, or suggestions on things that I should be taking to the library or that I could try out, please let me know in the comments below. Lex is going to be doing her portion shortly, and we will see you all in the next video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey guys, it's Lex from Wed to Med, and I'm gonna go through what I bring to the library and what's in my bag. So to start, I always have my cell phone because you know you gotta be safe, and if you need to make a phone call or somebody needs you, you gotta have your phone. I also use my phone as my timer, so I'll lock it, so keep it on Do Not Disturb when you're studying and put the timer on, so that way I'm a little bit more focused when I'm studying. I also have to have my favorite pen. I like to handwrite all my notes, so my pen needs to be nice so that my notes look nice when I read them. And then also all of my colors. So I have color pencils, markers, color pens, highlighters, all of this arts and crafty stuff, because when you're studying different parts, especially Chem Phys with the different pathways and mechanisms, it kind of helps to have them color coordinated, just so you can kind of see exactly where you're going with your drawing or the schematic or whatever you need to do. I also always have lip gloss or chapstick because who wants to study with dry lips? I don't know, I don't. So I always have chapstick. And also I have gum. Then of course you need some hand sanitizer because you don't want to just go touching on keyboards and different things, and right now it's flu and cold season, so make sure you have some hand sanitizer. Also I have my different color sticky notes. So for me, what I usually use my sticky notes for is if I've already written notes on a particular topic and then I do some practice questions and a new idea comes up that I don't already have in my notes, I'll just write it on my sticky note and then add it to that page so I'm not rewriting everything. So and then of course I have to have headphones because sometimes the library gets a little loud and you want to distract, you know, get that out of your distracting. So I sometimes will play smooth jazz, like very low. Otherwise I don't really play anything. I just have the headphones in my ear to kind of, you know, close out some of that extra sound. And then I have my Kaplan quick sheets. I don't use this every day, but sometimes like if I am getting ready to study a new subject that I haven't studied in a while, I might glance through here just so I can remember exactly what the high yield points are that the Mcat might cover. So of course it goes through all 4 sections. And then as you can see, I like write on the sides and make more notes for myself. But so my favorite notebook this semester or this year studying has been my pretty colored notebook. This is for my biochem. So for those of you who've already taken the Mcat or preparing for the Mcat, you know that biochem is pretty much throughout the entire exam in pretty much every section but cars. So when I go through my biochem notebook when I'm taking notes or studying, I kind of have this as my main source of information. So pretty much anything that I know I need to have or a topic that keeps coming up. So for example, like, you know, the Krebs cycle or ETC or anything like that, I'll always just have it here in my notebook for biochem. And this is pretty much like my saving grace. I love this notebook. This is my favorite. Let's see. So then I also have another binder, Live the Life You've Imagined, and this is for the biochem section. And let's see, so inside here I start with my amino acids. So I have all their structures, the names, their charges, everything like that. And then as you go through here, I just have, like, you know, different mechanisms that I need drawn out.
So the first half of this is pretty much all biochem, and then once you get towards the middle here, have like the kidney and the kidney structures. I also just go through pretty much all of the different organ systems. So let's see if I can find one. So like here we have like digestion and things like that. So I like to draw out my notes and then keep them in laminated paper just so that they're protected, and it's kind of easier for me just to grab and go. And then like you can see here is one of my sticky notes where I missed some information, so I just added it on there and added it to my notes. So this is my biochem notebook, and pretty much all these notes came from a combination of UWorld and Kaplan. So I really love UWorld because if you practice there, they give you really detailed explanations, and you can legit pretty much just kind of go off of their explanations and create notes. So that's what I do. That's for this binder. And then I just recently started a Chem Phys binder because again, I take a lot of notes. So it's starting with my Chem Phys. So all of these notes here are from my AMC practice test and section banks. So after I take the test, when I get something wrong or I don't really understand it, I like to write it out in my own definition of exactly what it means, and I sometimes like try to connect it to a different system or a different question that they might ask. So these are just my AMC notes. And then here we're starting with just like Chem Phys and different topics. So I have like acid base, titration, thermodynamics, all that good stuff. So it's a combination of notes and practice questions, so that if I see a question similar and I can't really remember how I did it, I'll just go back here and kind of, use it as a guide. And then in the back, we get into physics. And so here I have my Mcat division cheat sheet, because I'm sure you guys know the Mcat has a lot of weird, funky little division problems, and math is not my favorite subject. So I kind of go through here just so I can make sure how to do some quick math. And then just going through some physics. These are the high yield physics equations. I do not know all of these by heart. Maybe I will, I hope I will, but it's nice to have it as a reference. So that is my Chem Phys notebook. And last but not least, I know it's a lot, sorry. Last but not least, I have my sketch pad. And so what I use this for is for the section banks for AMC. So I would recommend, if you have not purchased AMC materials, study materials, you really want to do that, because although these other third parties are really great, why wouldn't you want to study with the test makers, the people who actually write the exam? So I really like to go through AMC materials as well, and section bank is purposely hard, so when you're going through it, don't feel bad if you are like getting them wrong back to back. It's better to get it wrong in practice than on the real thing. But anyway, so this was the biochem and biology section. And so basically after each question, I kind of just write a little blurb about what it is. And for MCAT, what I've found to be helpful with AMC is they use a lot of like synonym words. So you might see isoform one time, and then you might see alternative splicing, and then automatically you can think, oh, okay, exons. So you can think things like that. So that's kind of why I like to make my sketchbook, because I can write down those trigger words that AMC likes to use, because you can only ask the question so many times, it's still the same material. So yeah, pretty much that is what's in my bag. If you guys have any questions or want me to specify anything or show you any notes in particular, I am a paper rat. I have a ton of paper. I like to take notes. That's why I have all these pens, but I hope that was helpful. Oh, and also I don't have a prop of that, but always bring a water bottle, because you want to stay hydrated when you're studying, because you're sitting in the library all day, and some snacks. Those are important. But yeah, guys, so thanks, and that's what's in my bag. Bye.